Hi, my name is Tracy, and this is my cancer journey. So, I'm going to give you a little disclaimer first. I like to curse like a sailor and use the F bomb quite a bit. So, I will be as polite as I could possibly be and, save the F bombs for when they're needed. So, I was diagnosed on August 29th of 2005. It is now 39 days that I have cancer. The day that I was diagnosed was a holiday weekend. And when I got that diagnosis, it was life-altering, life-shattering. My world changed in an instant. Everything that I knew just vanished. It's hard to explain it for other people to understand, but I'm trying the best I can to give you an idea. But it changes everything. Every little thing, little interaction, everything you do, it's now different. So when I was first diagnosed, we, took the news as best as we could. The doctor was great. He was very polite, great bedside manner, and gave us the images that he took from the scope that he did. And we left. And I think that's when I started to break down and cry. So you end up with a lot of grief. And honestly, the grief really never goes away. It's always there. Same with the tears. They're always there. Every day is a challenge. You wake up and some days you don't know if you really want to, put your feet on the floor and get up and walk. Some days you just want to lay down, curl up, and keep sleeping. And just keep sleeping. For me, I have those days all the time. But I also have days where I just want to float through the water and feel the ripples under me. Maybe because I'm a water baby. Might be a big part of it. And I love my water. Just hate the summer. Go figure that one. But the diagnosis was a shock. I was in denial for quite a while. I couldn't believe this was happening. Didn't think it was real. Didn't want to acknowledge it. And eventually, I did get to a point where, I felt a little bit more comfortable. Yeah, I understand. I did try to acknowledge. But no matter what, that denial is still there. It's still nagging at the back of you, going, nah. You'll wake up at some point. It's not really there. And yet you know it is. Everything that's been done up to this point, the biopsy, the confirmation from the pathologist, the extra testing, it's there. The proof is there. It's just so hard to get beyond the denial. I get frustrated. I get angry. Do I want to scream? Some days I do. I really don't. Yell or scream per se. If I could break things, that's probably the route I'd be going. I'd be smashing the shit out of everything. And there's days where I really wish I could. And if you get in my way, you're gonna get a swing to something. It's you take everything for granted and you don't think about all the little things that you do. But when you're diagnosed with cancer, you can't take those things for granted anymore. You wake up and every day, that's how you have to live. Like, that's your last. Like, are you going to be able to wake up the next day? Are you going to keep breathing? It's so simple, the things that we don't think about, that we let slip through our hands, that are right at the forefront for you now. You have to make sure you eat. Well, you end up losing your appetite. What are you supposed to do? Everything changes. And there's no real guide to really help you, because everybody's different and everybody reacts differently. But luckily I have a great support system here. I have a husband who is the bomb, does everything under the sun for me, and makes sure I'm always taken care of. He makes sure I get my water intake for the day. He makes sure I get food for the day. He makes sure I get, any supplements and vitamins I need for the day. Usually I'm pretty good with taking them on my own. He makes sure I get my flavonoids. All the little things, plus he does some of the chores. There's still things that I can do, but I'm a little bit weaker and I move a little slower at times and stuff. But he does all of that and still makes sure I'm okay. And that's awesome. So yeah, here's the tears. Because I couldn't ask for anything more. Bless him for all he does for me and what he even has to go through. He goes to every doctor appointment with me, because if he didn't, I would be a lost cause. A lot of the times he ends up answering questions that I know I could answer, but I just can't think, because I'm still in like a fog constantly. But yeah, it's really a different life. You wouldn't think it, but honestly, it is. And every day's a struggle. Struggling how you feel, what you want to do. Can you get up? Can you do this? Can you make it through one more day? It's always a struggle. And then you have appointments, and you have to go here, and you have to go there, and you're so exhausted, and you're not even doing anything. And in your head, you feel like you've got 20 million things you need to get done. And you're lucky if your body says you can get one thing done. It's crazy. It's a whole different life. But this is my journey, and I want to document it. So here goes. And part 2 is already posted, and I'll be working on part 3 shortly. Thanks.